One. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 9 p.m. Zoom, where we are excited to talk tonight about health and wealth. So if you are a guest invited by one of our Lurralife business partners, we thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to visit your healthy future. And so tonight, we're not going to keep you a real long time. We'll have about 30 to 35 minutes of power, great information, life-changing information, truly also life-saving information. You know, my name is BUnmi Moore, and I hail from that great state of Maryland. We have a lot of people on here tonight from Maryland and from North Carolina, people up and down the East Coast. But again, this message is going out worldwide. We're going to make sure that this information tonight is broadcasted on all the social media platforms, because we are doing a magnificent good in the world. And so tonight we're going to start out by talking about our health. You know, all of us are getting older, but we've got to understand this. As we age chronologically, we do not have to age as fast biologically. Everybody's into anti-aging, and there are ways, there are nutrients, there are things that we can put into our bodies to slow down the aging process and make sure that every single day that we live is happy, healthy, disease-free, and pain-free. And so we've been blessed to come across some natural, organic, herbal products, and these products absolutely, excuse me, let me just mute out because I hear some background noise. Help people from the cellular level to experience a greater level of health and well-being. So let's get right into it. Tonight, we're going to start out with that amazing Dr. Miller's Detox Tea. You know, guys, I saw someone that had a t-shirt, and I'm getting this duplicated. It said, detox or die. Detox or die. Now, why would they say that? Well, there is an ecosystem inside of us that we have to keep clean. We all wash the outsides of our body every day. How often do we wash the inside? Think about this. It makes more sense to your health to make sure that the inside stays clean than even the outside. You won't die if you never wash the outside of your body. But if you don't wash that inside, you're setting yourself up for a breeding ground of lots of nasty things. And so we happen to have the original Dr. Miller's Detox Tea, only by Lurralife. And tonight I want Coach Danita to unmute. And Coach Danita, I want you to share a testimony on what Detox Tea has done for you. Just take about 60 seconds, because people are thinking, okay, I know I need to detox, but does this tea really work? Can I really drop 5 pounds in 5 days? You know, is it really going to give me some results? So if you could unmute, or I'm going to see if I can unmute you. There you go. Coach Danita, tell us a little bit about this amazing Detox Tea.
Hi, BUnmi. Thank you so much for asking me to talk about this amazing Detox Tea by Dr. Miller. Dr. Miller's Detox Tea has helped me lose 187 pounds in 8 months.
Wow.
Also has helped me keep off 187 pounds in 4 years. So I drink this tea every day without fail. Because I love the way it filters out my kidneys, my liver, my esophagus and my stomach lining, and my bloodstream. And it keeps my weight down. It keeps the my ailments that I used to have, like back pains, headaches, and migraines, and inflammation, out of my body. And without a doubt, if I don't drink this, I feel miserable. And I love it because it's so gentle. It's 100% organic. And I also give it to my children. So not only do I drink it, I'm an advocate of it, but I do give it to my children because they also need to detox as well.
Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? My mouth is open like, wow, 185 pounds. She's kept it off for years. Truly a product of the product, and now sharing it with others across the world. Building an international team, because if something works for you, why not share it with others? And so, as she said, all natural, herbal, organic, a proprietary blend of some amazing plants and herbs. And let me tell you guys, this tea tastes great. When people say, what does it taste like? Is it bitter? No. Whether you have it sweetened with honey or stevia or unsweetened, whether you drink it hot or whether you drink it cold, you just want to drink it. 2 tea bags are in this pack, and 2 tea bags makes a gallon of tea. You're going to drink 20 ounces a day. You'll drink 8 in the morning, 8 during the day, and 4 at night. And guys, we confidently say drop 5 pounds in 5 days and continue with healthy habits to go on and lose more. And even if you do not need to lose weight, drink it for health. As Coach Danita said, it's helped her to keep away some of the other ailments that she has had. So Coach Danita, thank you so much for sharing your testimony. If Coach Danita invited you to this Zoom, definitely see her to get your product. So now let's keep it moving. Now I'm going to invite a young lady to the Zoom floor, Miss Doris. Let's go to Doris next. Doris Johnson out of Baltimore. So let me tell you about Doris. If you follow her on Facebook, you will see her in the gym 2 days a week, 76 years young, and making things happen, helping her church to get healthy. She had a bunch of product on hand, and she sold all out. Why? Because customers keep coming back. But Doris, tonight, we want you to unmute. In fact, I'm going to unmute you now, and we want you to share your testimony on those amazing O2 drops, and I'll come back and talk a little bit more about them. Doris, the floor is yours.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, BUnmi, for that lovely introduction. Family, I just want you to know I love going to the gym, and I just love taking doing those exercises, and I know that it makes me feel good, and I just want to look good as well, and I just want to take care of my body because I only got one body to live in. And so one of those products that help me to live good in my body is the O2 drops. These O2 drops is a stabilized liquid oxygen. But let me share this with you. My sister-in-law, who's gone on to be with the Lord, was my first customer. She always complained about her legs hurting. And one day at service, she called me over to her pew, and she said, you got any of this stuff you was telling me about? And I said, I do. She said, put some on my leg. And I did. I put some drops on her leg. And then surprisingly, she said, put some in my mouth. I said, oh my goodness. And so I put some under her tongue. Early next morning, she said, what was that stuff you put on me? She said, that's good. That's some good stuff. I gotta have it. And right away, she ordered buy 2 and get 1 free. And now with me, I have been using the O2 drops ever since it came out, but I was using it for my dry eyes, my itchy eyes, different skin irritations. I would spray some in the back of my mouth for a sore throat, or even when I was coughing. And but lately I was having problems with my knees, and I have been using lots of creams. I have been going to physical therapy. But one particular morning, my leg was hurting so bad, I didn't feel like looking for the cream. So I just reached over, got the O2, put some drops on my knee, and about 5, and rubbed it in, and then pulled the covers up. And don't you know, surprisingly, I slept through the night, and I woke up the next morning. I couldn't believe what had happened. These 2 O2 drops do what it does. They get gets the oxygen right into your cells, and it goes right to work. And I slept like a baby. So I put aside the creams, and I use this I use it every day. I use it right after I take my bath, and I use it in the middle of the day, and then sometimes, and I definitely use it before I go to bed. So, guys, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, we want you to stick to it. We want you to stick to it because those O2 drops are a miracle in a bottle. So safe, a newborn baby can use it. Doris gave you a plethora of ways to use those O2 drops. But guys, we don't have time to get into the details of it, but let me tell you, oxygen is life. All pain, all suffering, all disease can be traced back to a lack of oxygen at the cellular level. And if you know, like I know, you would take those O2 drops every single day. Give it to your children. My quick testimony, I used to have a lot of challenged skin, adult acne. I was always running to the dermatologist, and someone said, BUnmi, start oxygenating the cells on your face. And I started putting it on topically. And ladies, guess what? No longer do I have to wear foundation. I used to feel like I always had to have foundation on. I mean, I can't remember. It's been years since I wore foundation once I started putting the O2 drops on my face because it improved my complexion. It evened everything out. It helped to stave away the bumps, helping with killing the bacteria. So I'm telling you, oxygen is life. It is everything. Get yourself some O2 drops. So if you were referred to this Zoom by Doris, hit her up and she'll help you with whatever it is that you need to improve your health. So thank you, Doris. So now we are going to, let's see, we are going to go to let's go to Joseph Grooms. I want to see, Joseph, if you are out there, do me a favor and make sure that you unmute yourself. I actually don't see you on the dashboard, Joseph, but if you are out there, unmute, because we definitely want to hear your Thrive testimony. And guys, if Joseph isn't on here and we have another person who would like to share, is that you, Joseph? Let's see. Joseph, you know what? I'm going to do something special. I am going to actually see if Randy Steen can step up. I saw Randy on here, and boy, does he have an amazing Thrive testimony. Let me see if Randy is still here. Randy, I know you were just listening in, and I already had you 2 times today doing Facebook Live, but if you could give us the short 60-second version of what these Thrive organic greens have done for you, all of our listeners would greatly appreciate it. Are you out there with me, Randy?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh, thank you so much for making yourself available, because your testimony is saving lives all over the world. Tell us, what has these Thrive Organic Greens done for you?
Well, it's really simple. See my face? I'm here.
Yes.
These drops have changed my life. The Thrive Organic Green, well, the drops have done. In fact, I just got done putting some drops in my mouth, but the greens have done an amazing thing for me. Basically, long story short, it took me from a 90% blockage in my heart down to the last time I was in and checked a 12% blockage, which that's been several months ago now, so I may be even totally clear by now. And I don't have to stop when have walked about 25 or 30 feet to catch my breath anymore. I don't have any pains in my arm and my shoulder anymore. I can walk my dogs. I have energy. I feel good. I mean, I've been up since I think 4:30 or 5 o'clock this morning, and I'm 66 years old. I feel great, and this stuff is just absolutely fabulous. Oh, the other thing it's done for me is I'm a type 2 diabetic, and I don't have blood sugar problems anymore. You know, I mean, I can do something stupid like go out and eat a whole bunch of sweet stuff, and my blood sugars might go up just a little bit, but my blood sugars are now constantly, when I wake up in the morning, my fasting blood sugar runs me around 110 or 109 in that area. And my blood pressure, which used to be bottom number in the low 90s, and my top number anywhere from 140 to 190, 180 in that area. Now it's 68 to 70 on the bottom, sometimes a little bit lower. And my top number is anywhere around 110 110 or 111 to 130 in that area. So it's great blood pressure. I have a passion for this stuff, so I'm going to tell every one of you, you need to be drinking. And I drink 4 of these a day. I started out on 4, and I'll never stop drinking 4. But I'm going to tell you, if you're not drinking at least 2 a day, get on 2 a day, because you're going to notice an amazing difference in your life in a real short period of time. And by the way, I know that she's listening to this, but one of the people in my organization today, just a few hours ago, sent me some testimonies of what this has done for her, that something totally different than you would think that these greens would have done for you. And I'm not going to spill the beans on those, because she's going to go ahead and post those in a little while, but it's absolutely astounding. Something she's been dealing with for years is being taken care of by this product. So it's absolutely fabulous. That's all I can say, BUnmi. It's just
Oh my
great.
goodness. I thought you were going to reveal. Okay, so the big reveal is coming later of that additional testimony. But guys, we get so excited and fired up about changing lives by helping to save lives, extend them, make them healthy. Wellness is our passion. The doctors would have said, no, there's no way that Randy could be here without bypass surgery, but God had a different story. And in his providence, he had a friend to call him and tell him about these greens. And so he's here with us today, health improving. Did you hear that? It was 90%, and the last time he got checked, was down to just 12%. Randy told me today that doctors, if you're not 50% blocked, like they don't even think like nothing's wrong. So it's like, wow. That's an amazing testimony. So please share this video, guys. Please share it on all social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter. If you're seeing it, please share it. Please run watch parties. People need to hear this information. Doctors know about cutting and they know about drugging, but they know very little on how the body can heal itself. And so tonight we want to inspire you to greater health with these amazing products only by Lurralife. Hey guys, don't forget, if you go to Randy's story, so that's 2 S's, randysstory.com, you'll actually see his whole documented testimony there, complete with his medical reports. He even uploaded those as well, so you can see he is the real deal. All right, so thank you, Randy, for coming on and sharing a testimony. So next I want to go to Dr. Daryl Keck out of Greensboro, North Carolina, and let me tell you, Dr. Daryl is like our go-to nutritional doctor on our team because he knows so much about helping the body to heal itself. But when we first got started, the O2 drops were our flagship product, was the only product that we had. And so all of us got some amazing testimonies from this product. So Dr. Daryl, I want you to unmute and I want you to come on and take about a minute or two to share with us some of the many testimonies that you have with O2, and I know you say you can certainly tell the difference between when you're oxygenating your cells and when you're not. So Dr. Daryl, the floor is yours.
Hello, Ken. Am I coming in clear?
Yes, you are.
All right, there. The O2 drops, guys. I got so many testimonies, but the O2 was our first product that came on the scene. And after using it a short time, I saw a difference. And my first thing I saw, I was a snorer. Guys, what about snoring so loud you wake your own self up and looking around to see who's making the noise? You know, that's what was happening to me. After I started taking the O2, probably a week after I started taking the O2, I noticed that I wasn't snoring. I wasn't waking myself up at nighttime. I also had my family members used to always sometimes look at me and say, hey, you know, watch out for Uncle Daryl. You know, we go to Thanksgiving, he's going to go to sleep and start snoring. But guys, after I started taking that O2, no snoring. So they didn't have anything to laugh at because I would fall asleep and after Thanksgiving or a family event and go to sleep. So, and then let's go to not going to the bathroom 3 or 4 times a night. What about not going at all or going maybe once if you had a lot of fluid? That made a difference in my sleep. I slept all through the night, so it was a major, major difference. And I got to tell this one more right quick. that is the fact I used to put the O2 in my eyes, 2 drops in each eyes. I used to do it 2 to 3 times a day. Now, this testimony came probably, I didn't know this until probably a year into being with the products. Guess why? Because I went to get my driver's license test, and I was able to pass my test without my eye test without my glasses being on. And every time I go, I always attempt to do that, so I don't have that on my driver's license. But for the first time, the only thing I did different after all these many years is be able to go in there with my glasses off, and the lady said, "You passed. We don't have to put something on your license saying you need glasses." So, guys, the product is great. The product works. It's a one-of-a-kind product. Any other product that tell you they are oxygen, I have people call me about that. There's oxygen. If you can't put it in your eyes, you can't put it in your nose, you can't give it to children, it's not the same thing. Most of the time it's hydrogen peroxide that goes in your body and makes oxygen, but it's not O2, it's not pure oxygen. We have so many people, I have testimonies of people that breathing and all kinds of things, people with asthma taking this product. I can go on and on and on, but the product is a one-of-a-kind. It works. It has a money-back guarantee. Get some, and also share it with a friend and relatives, because you don't know what's going on until you take it and you see the difference in what it does for your body. Back over to you, BUnmi.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Darrell. Again, those O2 drops, guys, we call it a miracle in a bottle, because over the last 3 years, we've seen it do so many things, whether it's in the eyes, on the skin topically, for cuts, burns, scrapes, bruises, rashes, under the tongue, sublingually. Learn the power of cell oxygenation. In that small bottle is liquid stabilized oxygen and minerals in a proprietary blend. And let me tell you, you need what we call the most vital nutrient to humans is, guess what? It's oxygen. Try going 4 minutes without it. Something not too good is going to happen, and we don't want that to happen to you. So oxygenate those cells. All right, well, let's come back to Maryland, where we have Miss Cassandra Smoot. Cassandra, I'm going to unmute you, and I know you too have been using these products for 3 years, and you have so many O2 testimonies. I'm not sure whether you're going to talk about the O2 or the Thrive or the T, but tell us, share with us some of the benefits of these amazing products with us tonight.
Oh my gosh, BUnmi, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Yes, I'm going to talk about them O2 drops, because that's where it all started and blew my mind. When I first ordered my O2 drops, I had gotten a tooth extracted by a bad dentist. My tooth was already breaking up, and when he went to pull it out, he broke it up even more in little pieces, and he tore my gums up. I was in so much pain. My gums were swollen. They were red. I had a big hole in my mouth. I couldn't eat anything for a couple of days but warm applesauce. And then my O2 drops came in the mail. And even though I was skeptical, I said, I done bought this stuff, so I'm going to give it a try and see what happens. And the reason I was skeptical, because I've been in health and wellness for a long time, and I never heard of anything working in 5 minutes. But I rubbed 2 drops on my gums, and I sat here and watched the clock, and I kid you not, in 2 minutes, the pain stopped. I was like, oh, my God. I called BUnmi screaming and hollering, what in the world is in this little bottle? And she was just laughing like she's doing now. And so I was just amazed. So before I went to bed, I rubbed 2 more drops on there. When I woke up the next morning, guys, the redness was gone. The swelling was gone. That big hole in my mouth was closed. I could eat whatever I wanted. I made me a big old breakfast. And while I was cooking my breakfast, it dawned on me that I still had on my same pajamas. Now, I'm 62 years old, so I was going through menopause symptoms really bad, ladies. I was having hot flashes off and on all day. I was sweating profusely at night, waking up 2-3 times during the night, having to change everything. My bed was soaking wet, my pillow, my clothes, everything, my hair. couple times I had to just go and lay on the sofa because the whole bed was soaking wet. I didn't do no sweating that night, and I still had on my same pajamas, nor did I wake up. I slept straight through the night like a baby. I was like, oh, my goodness, this stuff is amazing. Well, since then, I've had other testimonies. Like BUnmi said, it works for everything, your hair, your skin, cuts, burns, rashes. I had a bout with eczema. I also had a bad case of sciatic nerve, where my sister used to drive me down by D.C. to get injections every 2 or 3 months, which the injections didn't last for 2 or 3 months. So by the time she took me again, I could barely walk. Well, I had a pain in my back, and I rubbed a couple of drops on my back. I was hurting so bad I couldn't get out the chair. Luckily, my drops was on the table, and I was able to reach over and grab it. Patted a couple drops on there. In like 5 minutes, pain gone, and it ain't came back since. And that's been over 3 years ago. And I'm telling you, then I went to the eye doctor. He told me that I was in the beginning stages of cataracts. I was like, what? What can you do about it? Well, I can't do anything about it until they take full effect, but they're coming. I can see them. I was like, you can see them and you can't do nothing about it? No, but when you come back, then we'll check it out then and we'll be able to start treatment. So, again, I was scared to put anything in my eyes, but I was more scared of getting cataracts. So I listened to Dr. Darrell and everybody else, and I started putting the drops in my eyes, 2 drops in each eye, 2 to 3 times a day. When I went back to the eye doctor, he tested my eyes, and he had this dumb look on his face. The man thought that the machine was broke, so he took me to another exam room and did the whole test all over again and got the same results. So then he said, have you noticed any difference in your vision? I said, oh, yeah. I can see faces on the TV now with my glasses or without them. And the colors are brighter. I mean, yes, I'm reading more. I can definitely see better. So he said, well, I'm going to give you another prescription, but it's not going to be as strong as this one. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And he was just looking so bewildered, like he couldn't believe it. I was excited because I knew what it was. I went out into the lobby. My sister was sitting out there, and I was screaming and howling. I was like, them old 2 drops. I don't have no cataracts. But I asked him. He said, everything looks great. I said, well, what about the cataracts? He said, cataracts? You don't have no cataracts. Honey, you can't tell me nothing about O2 drops. I got some by my bed. I got some in my bathroom. I keep a bottle in my purse. Everywhere I go, you are never going to catch me without my O2 drops. And if you don't have some, I suggest you get some today.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Cassandra. Do you hear that, guys? Testimony after testimony after testimony. And this has been going on for 3 years. We're just like selling out of the O2 drops like crazy. So listen, what do you do now? You've got to share this information with others. It's not about being a hearer of the word. It's about being a doer of the word. So you know that your health is your greatest wealth. Doris told you we have one body. We got to give it what it needs so our bodies can heal itself. And listen, guys, one of the things that I do know, the Bible says that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Yes, we do believe in divine healing, but God gives us good, sound wisdom and common sense. And so he made our bodies so that they can renew, but we have to give it what it needs. Our body needs nutrition. Number 1, it needs oxygen. All pain, all suffering, all disease can be traced back to a lack of oxygen at the cellular level. So you've got to oxygenate those cells. But then you need to get the bad stuff out. You need to cleanse your inner ecosystem. Remember, write it down, detox or die. Detox is not just about having better bathroom habits. That's great. But you need to detox the liver, the colon, the gallbladder, the kidneys, down to the cellular level. Get the bad stuff out and then put the good stuff in. Randy told you about these amazing organic greens full of minerals, minerally rich and dense with amino acids, L-arginine and L-citrulline to open up the arteries for increased blood flow and circulation. This product right here, these organic greens, combat insulin resistance in the body. So people with diabetes are seeing just some major improvements, even coming off of their prescription drugs. Hello, save your liver, get off the drugs, okay? So guys, let me tell you, we're excited, but we got one more person that you've got to hear from. I need the 60-second version so we can get ready to wrap up, because we're going to also tell people how they can benefit by sharing this with other people, and then we'll let you go for the night. But Terrell, if you are out there from Greensboro, North Carolina, give us your testimony as well, Terrell.
Hi, BUnmi. Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Awesome. Usually I talk a lot, but it's going to be very brief. I love the coffee. I'm just going to say it. I'm not a coffee drinker. I never have been one. But the moment that you told me about putting some, trying to go with almond milk instead of water, oh my God. See, I had a Starbucks addiction a long time ago. And it tastes just like a Starbucks mocha. But the interesting thing is, this is not just regular coffee. It's like a nutritional blend. My first time trying it, I hadn't ate anything. I was feeling a little run down. So it didn't just give me like energy. It's like my body just came alive. So I knew there was some serious nutrition in there. But the thing I did not expect was that it actually made me happy. And so I remember I called you up. I was like, BUnmi, this coffee is like really improved my mood. And I was asking about a secret ingredient that I had an opportunity to actually test out. And he was like, yeah, it's in the coffee. So for me, I drank that coffee in the morning. I honestly drank it before bedtime. I had a blast my first month of actually trying that coffee. I think I was getting maybe 3-4 hours of sleep a night, but I still felt fantastic. I did not have any, like every day, all day, I was happy and energized. So I'm in love with that coffee right there.
Well, thank you for sharing that testimony. We call this our happy, healthy weight loss coffee because it does all of that. Just like Terrell, well, he had the Starbucks addiction. I wasn't even a coffee drinker. Started with this Lurralife coffee, and now I drink coffee. I want you to remember this term, adaptogenic mushrooms. It's in there. Lion's mane, Ganoderma, cordyceps abstract. If you're going to drink coffee, drink healthy coffee with 100% Arabica beans. The other thing I love about this coffee is it can, the nutrients in it can protect your brain from Alzheimer's. That's very important. Brain health. It's in this coffee. So it's better for you than Starbucks, and it costs less too. So thank you for sharing that coffee testimony. Now, guys, I do see that Joseph has got on, and Joseph, because diabetes is like running rampant in our communities, all of us know somebody in our family that's affected. I need the 60-second version of what these Thrive Organic Greens have done for you as it relates to your blood sugar.
Hello, BUnmi. Thank you. Well, I'm gonna tell you that the greens, it works pretty good. I'll tell you that, because it got to a point where I was my sugars were 200 and 300, and now it's been as low as 85, and I take it on a daily basis. In fact, I'm about to order another month full, actually another 2 months, because the simple fact that instead of just taking it once a day, I take it twice a day. Because I find it a little bit more effective to take it twice a day instead of just once. So my sugars have been better than it was. And by the grace of God, within the next 6 months, once I lose this weight, hopefully I hope to be off of it within the next 6 months, to be off my insulin completely, between 6 months and maybe the longest, about a year. So I just thank God for this product, and I'm moving forward, and continue with the product and with the rest of them. Because I think all of them work together. If you have them, you take them constantly every day. They all work together. Oxygen, the Detox Tea, and the Thrive. And I'm looking forward to getting the coffee too, because the medicinal mushrooms are awesome. When you talk about chaga, Ganoderma, reishi mushrooms, you got cordyceps. They all work together, and now you got medicinal mushrooms in the coffee and the Thrive. And I mean, our product line, we have an elite product line. And I'm telling you, I've been in less than a month, and I realize the power of these products. So thank you so much, BUnmi. I'm sorry I'm a little bit late getting on. My little one was sick, and I had to take care of her. But thank you for giving me a chance to speak on the webinar.
Well, it is our pleasure, because we want the world to hear what these all natural, organic, good for you products, as he said, an elite product line, and affordable. I love those two things. It gets results and people can afford it. So there you go, guys. Remember, write it down if you're a guest. The O2 drops, oxygenating your cells, cleansing your body on the inside. Just think about this. You eat 3 times a day. You go to the bathroom once, you have 2 meals a day stuck inside of you, putrefying and rotting. You got to get that out, and you got to clean out your whole inner ecosystem as well. We're all suffering from toxic overload. Let me just digress and say this. My aunt has one child that's already passed from kidney failure. Her other son is in the hospital with a type of blood cancer. And she was saying to my mom, she said, our generation didn't deal with these diseases. Our family was healthy. What in the world is going on? My children are dying before me. Guys, it's in the food that we eat these days. It's in the air that we breathe. It's in the cleaning products and the products we put on our skin. And I'm getting emotional because it really makes me mad. Toxins are everywhere. And so these toxins cause disease in our body. You're like, why am I aching? Why do I have this unexplained shooting pain in my body? No, I eat pretty good. Why am I coming down with they say I have cancer? We gotta get the bad stuff out. Cleanse your body, get the toxins out with that amazing Dr. Miller's Detox Tea, and then put the nutrition back in with these organic greens. Now, guys, as we round third to close, by all means, your health is your greatest wealth. Take these products and just feel like better than you've ever felt before. But I always say to people, why have your body well and your bank account be sick? Let's get some financial healing too. Isn't that exciting? Like, great health and feeling good is exciting, but also feeling good in your bank account is really exciting. And so Lurralife International has a great opportunity where you can share these products with others and get paid. It's very simple, it's easy, no hoops to jump through. Just truly share a video, share a recorded call, share this video right here. In fact, today I did a Facebook Live with Randy, and I've already gained 3 new customers. It's just about spreading the word. Get the good word out. Let me say a couple more points. Wellness is a $4 trillion industry worldwide. $4 trillion with a T. That means that people's minds are opening up and they're realizing that natural is the way to go. They're starting to focus more on their wellness, understanding that doctors know about cutting and drugging. They don't know about the body healing itself, and people are taking responsibility for their own health. But still, with $4 trillion being spent every year on wellness, guess what's not going away? Big Pharma is not going away. They're getting more aggressive. They're pushing their drugs on us like you can't believe. They want to own everything. They want to stop us from growing our own food, stop us from being able to plant seeds. It's terrible what's going on with Big Pharma, guys. They are relentless to get these toxins in you. You need to be relentless to make sure that you are prospering and being in good health as your soul prospers. And so imagine our company, you get paid 7 different ways. We have the easiest to achieve card bonus in the industry. When people buy the product from you, the company ships it, you get a 50% bonus. When people join in with you in the business, you get a 30% bonus and get to make money from their orders as each month comes around. So guys, let me tell you, I want you to get back to the person who referred you to this video. If you want to be a customer, great. They'll get that product in your hands. But if you say, you know what, let me see. I know retirement is coming up soon. I don't have enough money saved. 78% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and I don't want to be one of those. I know Robert Kiyosaki talks about multiple streams of income, and yes, I need to be smart and not have all of my eggs in just one job basket, but I need to have a part-time business where I can make more money from my part-time business than I can from my full-time job that keeps me on that living paycheck to paycheck wagon and cycle that will not cause me to win. So if any of that resonates with you, then check out the income earning potential side as well. Let me tell you, you may not like Donald Trump, but we know the business of America is business, and having a home-based business puts you in one of the best tax brackets that this country has to offer. You want to save on taxes, you need to have a home-based business. So with that, guys, we thank you so much for joining us on this Zoom. It will be uploaded to YouTube. You'll be able to see it on Facebook. Please share, share, share. We have so many leaders and trainers and customers and supporters on here today, from Enrich, who is heading up our Ghana expansion. He is the head of what's going on in Ghana, some amazing things there with the O2 drops and tea, and head of Lurralife Africa. We have people like Tara Smith here from Canada on the line, and Faith from Canada here as well. We're expanding rapidly in South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Lesotho. This tea itself has sold $1 billion worth of this tea has been sold. That tells you it works and people keep coming back. Remember, if $1 billion of a product is being sold, somebody is on the receiving end of those commissions. Why not let it be you? So on behalf of all of us here at Lurralife International, we welcome you to our healthy, wealthy family. And don't forget, we also have a way for you to get paid for losing weight. So ask the person who invited you about that, because you can get paid for every pound lost. Even as a customer, we'll put up to $500 in your hands in cold hard cash just for you losing weight. So that's pretty exciting as well. And with that, guys, I'm going to unmute everyone so we can all say good night. Thank you to all of our speakers. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you
Good
for joining
night.
us. Great
Good
job.
night,
Great
Brandy.
call.
Get back
Yes.
with
Good night, everyone.
Take
Great
care.
call.
Good night,
Thank you for your
everybody. Good night.
testimony.
Good
Good
night,
night.
Carol.
Oh, it was awesome
Bye.
testimonies.
Thank you,
Yes, it
Christina.
Good night,
was.
Doris. Oh,
Thank you,
great,
Deb.
great
Thank you,
testimonials,
Doris.
Doris.
Yes, good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Thank you, Boomie.
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
good night.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
All
All
right.
right.
Good night.
Night. Bye-bye.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good
And night
night.
to you, Janetta.
Night.
Night,
All right. Good
everybody.
night, Boomy.
Night.
Good night, Coach. Good night.
Good night, Daryl.
Leave.
We love you, family. Health and wealth. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.